team like Kyrie and KD. Or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s. But no black and white, I need that in HD. Hand dogs.
What's good, YouTube?
Yeah,
It's your boy D-Bo.
and
Back to it, you know how we do it.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Just dropped our first outdoor at the park video,
Sir.
not sitting down, you know.
sir, you know how that turned out.
I went broke at the top of the key. But yeah, today we're getting back into the Jordan documentary. Last episodes, 9 and 10 of The Last Dance. So you know we gotta come bring y'all our recap and what we think about the last few.
Salty, man, I'm so sorry they over. I wish they could have kept going.
I swear. Started off with Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller wasn't scared of Jordan.
That's what I love about it. I said that in the last episode. Well, I said it off air. That like I respect Reggie Miller's mindset. I respect his mindset, Isaiah Thomas' mindset, and it was somebody else that I said I respect their mindset because they was like, we understand like 95% of the whole league is scared of Jordan.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared of Jordan. I understand he's better than me. He's a better player or whatever. But I'm not scared of him. I'm gonna go at him. Like, he was pushing him and everything. I will say he definitely humbled him. He humbled him.
He started calling him Black Jesus.
Yeah, he said it was his rookie year. And he said it was an exhibition game. You know, they wasn't even really the Bulls wasn't even really playing for real. Reggie Miller got to a hot start. Had like 10 first half points on Jordan. He said he went to Jordan like, you supposed to be the guy that's walking on water?
Yeah.
Like you're the guy? From that point on, he said he scored 2 points and Jordan scored 44 points.
Yeah.
he said Jordan walked up the court and said, hey, don't you ever talk to Black Jesus like that ever again.
But no, I will say, I gotta put some more respect on Reggie Miller's name. It's a lot of people that I didn't really understand how good they were. Reggie Miller was nice.
So he better than Klay Thompson?
Reggie has more game than Klay Thompson. Like I
thought more of a being comfortable out there.
Yeah, I thought Reggie Miller was just a shooter. But as we're seeing in this documentary, like he was getting to the cup, like getting a lot of layups. I think he got more game than Klay. Reggie Miller was nice. They said that he was like the best player in the playoffs for his generation or something like that.
One of the most clutch players of his generation. Klay Thompson? No,
he's not one of the most.
We don't know. He hasn't been able to shoot any clutch shots for real.
Reggie Miller was doing it. I wouldn't say that he's like underrated, but I just think I wasn't putting enough respect on Reggie Miller's name. So
it take documentaries like this to realize that. Like he retired in probably like 03 or something like that.
That was 5.
Yeah, so how would you have knew how good he was?
Right.
You wouldn't even know. I kind of just remember him from the Lakers when the Lakers played him in that the first of the three-peat. Kind of all I really remembered about Reggie. But no, Reggie was nice, man. But I don't really know if he's better than Klay.
I think he's better than Klay because he can shoot just as good. He's
shoot.
second threes all time.
Yeah. And I give you that though, because Klay Thompson don't have any game winners like the way Reggie Miller had that game winner against Jordan. Even though he pushed off, it should have been offensive foul.
But still, they even go at Jordan like that and hit that game winner and knock it down.
The game winner.
Bang!
Yeah, that was crazy.
Did Jordan still had an opportunity to come and win it? Got a good look.
Right, because you see the coach, Larry Bird. Larry Bird, right when Reggie Miller hit the shot, with 1 second left.
Yeah.
So everybody going crazy, but Larry Bird. He's like,
Larry Bird didn't play it against.
He said, damn, Jordan got 1.5 seconds. But no, he missed though.
He ended up winning that game, but that didn't really mean much.
It didn't really mean that. It kind of just showed that the Bulls just didn't go undefeated. That's kind of all that was.
Right. It wasn't a sweep.
They wasn't just sweeping everybody. They had a little struggles here and there, but.
So yeah, the next series when they played the Jazz. That's
what
Jordan.
Fueling.
Jordan always got these fueling moments that pushed him to do something. It was actually 2 for this series though. It was Brian Russell. Brian Russell, you remember he said Jordan went to Utah's practice. Why was he at Utah?
No, because what's happened? He retired. It was during his retirement year.
Oh yeah.
And they had came to play the Bulls. So they was doing like pregame or shoot around or something like that. And he went in there to say what's up to Karl Malone, John Stockton, them his boys.
Yeah.
And Brian Russell was a rookie. He was like, man, why you quit? You know how to lock you up. Like just joking around, because John Stockton said Brian Russell used to joke around a lot, but you know, Jordan needed anything he could to
I bet Jordan in the back of his mind, like, I'm going to come back just for him. I'm going to come back.
He wrote that down in his notes, like, hey, I remember Brian Russell. And sure enough, he did the last shot on him and everything.
Sure enough. But
we had 2 game winners on him. Yeah, game 1 he hit the game winner, and game 6. That was game 1 when he hit the first game winner with the hezzy.
Oh, yeah, Brian Russell
reached.
reached. Yeah, he gotta just play solid. As soon as he reached, he blew right by him, pulled it up in his grill.
Flu game.
Game 5.
Let's talk about it, man. I know it's a lot of Jordan lovers that's gonna watch this video, so y'all might hate that we're gonna talk about this.
But we got to. It wouldn't be us if we didn't.
We wouldn't be the Hen Dogs if we didn't talk about this.
We gotta bring everything to the table. Everything.
Jordan was drunk. He was drunk. It was the hangover game, man.
But I don't know if I agree with you on that.
It was, bro. Come on, man. It was the hangover game. Like it's right in our faces. If it was a fluke, like they keep it that way. Like why change the whole narrative? Like it was 5 guys.
Because you can't. He couldn't just keep saying it was the flu. Like how do you catch the flu for one game out of the whole series?
So he was lying from the beginning. Then how do you poison a pizza?
Yeah, that's you're going to jail for that.
Them five people should be in prison right now for poisoning Michael Jordan. Like, come on now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, that's making more of a GOAT. The fact that he was hungover, can barely run up the court and still
that's what I was
going
gonna say.
Crazy.
For him to still go out and while you sick and win the game 5 of the finals.
Right.
Like, that's some GOAT shit.
That makes him more of a GOAT. Yeah,
right.
But it don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. But. Hey.
But like we said, he still went out and balled, so it don't even matter.
It don't matter.
He can't even call those shoes the flu game.
It wasn't the flu. And the dude, they even interviewed the Pizza Man. The Pizza Man said he was a diehard Bulls fan. Why would he food poison your pizza? And they said on top of that,
he said it was 5 people.
Yeah, he said it was only 2 people. He said they didn't even have 5 people working at the pizza place at that time.
But why wouldn't Jordan just admit to being hungover? Like,
because that's not a good look.
It's not, but you can do it now. Like,
nah,
I think he could. He won. You can, bro. If he tells somebody that you got drunk the night before the finals and still went out and dropped 35, he can do that now.
Not when you lied and told everybody it was the flu. You can't 25 years later say that.
I mean, he changed his story now,
right? Yeah, exactly. But it definitely changed. I think he changed it without really realizing that everybody noticed that he just changed his whole narrative.
Yeah, that food poisoning and flu was kind of
that's completely different thing. Like, did you really just get sick, or are you blaming it on the people that put something in your pizza? Like, you know, even the pizza man said he walked in, saw him in there gambling, you know, seen him in there like partying a little bit. He said he gave him the pizza, and Jordan was like, "Thank you." And he was like, that was all he needed because he was a diehard Jordan fan, Bulls fan. He's like, that was the best time of his life. And then the next day, they get to saying that he got food poisoning.
Yeah, it do seem like a well constructed story. Because another thing is like, why was he the only one eating the pizza?
That's another thing too. And on top of that, if there's 5 people that come to your apartment, all looking in, giving you a pizza, you gonna eat the pizza?
Right.
And why Michael Jordan?
It's 1 box of pizza and 5 people.
And you like, hey, I don't know why it's 5 people in there, but give me the pizza. Let me eat it.
They could have been coming because like it's Jordan. Like,
okay, I get that. But if I see 5 people all like looking suspicious about my pizza, I'm not gonna eat that pizza. But you still go. I think it's even doper that you got drunk before game 5 of the finals and went out and went crazy. So hey, it is what it is.
And much respect to the security guard, man.
Oh, my boy Gus.
Gus, much respect to my boy Gus.
Shout out Gus, man. He was real ride or die.
He was like a father figure to Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, when Jordan's father died, like he looked at Gus like the security guard. Like he didn't have to be like this to Jordan. Like he could have just did his job, went home.
That was it.
But he was actually there for Jordan.
He said Jordan used to call him like when he was still beat up about his dad, and he used to go over to his house and like just be with him, and you know.
And then Jordan returned that to him when Gus ended up getting diagnosed with cancer.
Right.
Jordan was there for him.
The next year, they said, you know, they beat Utah. They beat Utah in '97, and they said the very next year, Utah was like, this is all we've been waiting for. You know, we played them last year. We meet them up again in the finals this year. Like, this is our time. And Dennis Rodman go fight in WWE. And,
Game 1, Utah won Game 1. Like, they pulled one off on them and got him. And then Game 2, Bulls came back and won. Then Game 3, the Bulls beat the living snot out of them. Beat them 96 to 54 in the finals.
54 points.
That's crazy. Finals, you scored 54 points. So
almost like you don't deserve to be there.
So Rodman felt like after that game, he like, oh yeah, I think we got this in the bag, you know. So he went to
Detroit.
Went to Detroit. The next game was in Utah, I think.
Yeah. Next game was in Utah. Yeah, he just went to Detroit. I'm like, I'm about to go kick it with who was it? Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I'm about to kick it with Hulk Hogan. Go get on WWE, but didn't tell nobody. Like they almost like had to like report him missing. Like they're like, where is Dennis Rodman? Like they like we don't know where he is.
And then they just see him on TV.
Just see him on TV.
There are some things worth missing practice for, brother. And that's definitely the NWO, brother.
Not for the finals.
Not for the finals. This is not a regular game. This is the finals.
Right.
But Phil didn't suspend him. Phil didn't punish him. Like nothing. Like he even kind of protected him. You know, in the interview, they was like, so how is this gonna like help y'all when it's like taking away y'all focus? He said, this isn't taking away our focus. It's taking away y'all focus. Yeah. So like that's a real coach. Instead of like bashing him, like and all that, he like. No.
There's some coaches that would have been like, yeah, Dennis is not playing. Like,
yeah, we're gonna figure something out to discipline him. Like this is unacceptable. Like they would have said something like that. But Phil knew what he was doing, man.
That's what I'm saying. Phil was a great coach because he knew what it took to get the best out of his players.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like Rodman, he could go do anything. Like this is his second time doing it. He probably did it more than just 2 times though.
No, this is the first time he did it without nobody knowing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
but
nobody
still,
knew.
just taking vacations,
Right.
middle of the season, middle of the game, like he kept doing stuff.
Crazy.
But still went out and did his job.
And that's why he was able to do that because they trusted him on that court. Like he's gonna kill for us. Like he gonna break a bone for us on this court. Nobody else would do that. Like we need him.
The day he came back, like it was all over. Everybody knew about it. All the media guys and everybody.
Oh, that's my favorite. That was one of my favorite parts of the documentary. How he had to go in the back, back door,
trying to sneak him out.
Sneak out.
Sneak out. And reporters, they saw him. They chased after him.
But it's crazy though because it's almost like if they was able to jump on him that fast, they had to know he was right over there.
Right.
So why wouldn't they be sitting over there? I don't know how it worked out.
They might not know.
They might not
just seen it.
They might just saw the hair.
All it took was one person to see it.
Just took off running, and everybody else just took off running. But he made it though. He was out of there. I was like, oh, that's dope, man. He got away from the media.
The next game, after Rodman went to WWE Game 4, he came back, did his thing, and they won. They won Game 4.
They up 3-1. Time to end it in Chicago. You know who don't want to end it. I feel like every team wants to end. I mean, it might be some players who want to end on the road because it's like bittersweet to kind of like not be at home, but also see all these people looking salty.
Nah, you want to win.
Me personally, I definitely want to win on my home court.
Like, his people gonna be booing all types of stuff. But for some
but that feeling when you playing though, and you pull up and look around, and everybody got their heads down, and you run up the court, and it's just like you look at your bench, and your bench going crazy. That's a great feeling. I used to love away games when my bench was the only ones going wild, and the whole crowd was just quiet.
When you kind of shut the crowd up.
But you definitely want that celebration though at home.
They tried to go out and win at home, and it didn't happen. They lost 3-2. Game 6.
We all know.
Scottie got hurt. Scottie Pippen.
Scottie got hurt.
He was hurt. He was in pain.
I feel like he always something with Scottie. Yeah, Scottie's back was messed up.
He was in pain. He was wincing every down court. After that first dunk, he like,
yeah. So Jordan had to take over. He said, hey, Scottie, bro, just be a decoy. Just be a decoy. I'll bring us home. We all know what happened. We all know the crossover, the slight push that really wasn't a push to the last shot 14. Like, we know everything that happened. But I feel like that whole
last sequence.
Exactly. That whole 41 seconds was amazing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like I was on Jordan, in the last videos, y'all got on me about it. Yeah. I was saying that the media kind of pushed Jordan, but that last sequence, man, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was probably the best sports sequence I ever seen.
Be down 3.
Wait, let's talk about even how they got down 3.
Okay,
let's start there. John Stockton give it to Karl Malone in the post. Give it to him in the post.
Relocate.
Stockton relocate. Malone find him, get it to him, kick it to him. It's 50 seconds left. Stockton knocked down the 3. They up 3. It's 40 seconds left.
Crowd
Game 6.
Crazy. Up 3 with 41 seconds.
It should be over.
It's over with. It's over. You get a stop. Game over.
It's over.
You get a stop. Game over with for Utah.
Jordan come down, get a layup.
Quick layup. Hezzy, let me get to the rack. Should have been an and 1.
Can't even stop him.
Should have been an and 1. But let me get to the back. Let me get to the basket. With probably 10 seconds came off the clock. 30 seconds left.
Next possession down. They run that same play. Stockton and Jordan knew it. Jordan knew they was running the same play. Stockton get it to Malone in the post. But Jordan, I just seen this.
Instead of going away with his player, he's like, no, I'm gonna stay and help.
I just seen this. I know Malone is about to catch it in the post.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go steal this. Swiped it out of his hand. Got the ball. So he just got a bucket. Just got a steal.
When he got the steal, it was maybe like 20 seconds left. Once he got the steal, Rodman looking to call timeout. Yeah. Nobody on the court gonna actually call it. You gonna want the coach to call it. Yeah. So Jordan even get the ball. He say looking at Phil like, you gonna call this timeout? Phil like, no. Like it's gonna be easier to go against this defense that's not set up. Right. They don't have a timeout. They don't know what they want to run. They don't know what they want to do.
So Jordan, man, come down chilling. Now I don't know the feeling for Utah fans at that point was probably like, oh my god.
So the feelings of the Utah fans, just imagine the feeling of Brian Russell.
I know he was so.
He's like, why did I say this? Why did I say this when I was a rookie?
I know so much was going through his head. He probably like, oh, I told Jordan I could guard it.
I told Jordan I could.
And now we're in the finals, and he about to take this last shot on me.
Last shot.
Did he push off?
No, he didn't push off. No push off.
No push off?
I saw the angle. I saw the best angle you could possibly see.
It don't matter. Even if it was a push off, that's a great move.
Yeah.
Even if you did give him a little nudge, man, that's a great move. And this is for Jordan's last shot ever, like as a Bull.
This is how he was after he made the shot. The last shot.
That was dope.
And because of that, it turned into the last shot 14s. Like he had shoes made because of this. Well, not made, but he had shoes named this because of that.
Just like the flu game.
The food poisoning 12s.
But yeah, man, I would say that last sequence right there, that did a lot for me.
No, that was dope. That was
as far as Jordan, you know, I can't say anything about the media with that.
Yo, last game with Chicago, like we thought it was the last game ever, but last game with Chicago.
It should have been his last game. He should have never came back after that. But I understand, as a competitor, like he want to keep hooping. He probably thought he could come get another ring with Washington. Yeah. But man, that last little minute right there, that did a lot for me.
That confirmed it, man. That confirmed the GOAT status. Like as soon as he made that shot, we heard a little check, like ching, like the GOAT.
That's like a real storybook ending right there.
I mean, not even a good documentary. It was a great documentary. My favorite documentary ever. Like
exceptional.
Like I feel like I learned a lot about not only like Chicago, but just basketball in general. Like I learned a lot from this documentary stuff. I thought that I pretty much thought I knew everything about basketball. It just kind of took me back to a time where I wasn't even alive yet, where basketball was still going and everything. So it was great for me to kind of see all of that. I think it was
just seeing nowadays, just seeing how the game evolves. Like it does a lot for you as a basketball connoisseur. Where I am, like I love the game, like and to see. Back when I wasn't alive and see like the best player ever, like
just to see it grow. Like they said it was in 80 countries like around that time, and now it's in 215. Like it's been doubled since then.
And because of Jordan, his impact was crazy, bro.
Because of the whole what Chicago Bulls. Like I'm sure there's people in other countries that still Chicago Bulls fans because of what Jordan did. Right. So yeah, it all kind of came out on the real reason why they broke up.
They could have came back together.
They came back
with Phil
Jackson. Like Jordan didn't even notice. Jordan, after all these years, nobody really knew the real reason why they won 6 championships and then just broke up. And they said it was because of Phil. Like they kind of did all the research, and they was gonna bring everybody back. Even though Cross said, I don't care if Phil go 82-0, this is his last season.
Man, he wasn't expecting him to win it. Like, he had to be just like, we probably not gonna win this championship this year, so I'm just gonna say this. But you win it, it's no way you can just be like, okay, I'm still standing by that. Everyone's going. After you win the championship, you're so happy. You love everybody around you. There's no way you can just fire them and get rid of everybody, unless you have to. Unless it's like money situation,
which it kind of was.
It was. But Jordan said that they could have gave all them 1-year deals. Like they would have took those 1-year deals
to win another championship. Try to win 7.
Right. They would have definitely did that. Like.
So do you blame Cross or Phil though? Because it's kind of tough.
Both, man.
Because you gotta blame Cross just for the simple fact that if he would have never said that, Phil would have probably came back. But Phil, like, how y'all just gonna keep like hitting me with these mixed emotions? Like, how y'all gonna tell me no matter what I do this year, I'm not coming back? I win, and then all of a sudden y'all say I'm coming back.
If I was Phil, I would have probably been like, I'm done too. Like,
yeah, I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm not about to be going back and forth with y'all like this.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Y'all literally told me I can go 82-0 and it doesn't matter.
Right.
All of a sudden I win, and now y'all come back. You can come back.
And he was preparing to leave.
Right,
like,
preparing, no matter what he did, he was preparing to leave. I kind of blame it on Cross, but I mean, if Phil really wanted it to happen, it could have happened. It could have came back. It
I don't blame Phil.
I don't blame Phil at all, because they even told him, it was like, even though you do come back, we might have to still rebuild. Like, these players have outplayed their contracts. Like, their market value is too high. So if you come back, we can still try to get Jordan to come back, but we're gonna try to have to build another team around Jordan, because we're not gonna be able to.
But Jordan said they could have offered him 1-year deals though and got most of them.
That's what he was saying. He's like, I don't know about Scotty. Like, it might have been some convincing for Scotty. Like, I don't know, but everybody else I believe would have came back. Like, so that's what Jordan felt, but you don't really know.
Man, they would have came back for 4.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It had to be a time to stop though. Like, I think Phil needed that. Phil needed to tell him, like, bro, it's over, bro. It's over. Because if he had won that, he'd try to come back again.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to end on a loss? Do you want to end on a bad note? Like,
right, you got to go out on top.
Yeah, that's what Phil wanted. He's like, I think this was a perfect time to stop.
Yeah.
You know, I think this was good for us to just stop right here and kind of move on. So, I don't know who you blame. You can blame whoever you want to blame, but
man, it all happened how
it all worked out. It all worked out how it was supposed to work out.
To leave the Bulls team and then come back and then go to the Lakers and win 5 more.
5 more.
Like, that's crazy.
5
Like,
more.
seeing everything he did with this Bulls
Right,
team.
like, you thought that was it.
Right, that can be it.
That was literally
coaches.
the middle of his stuff.
That should be it. Like, that should be the very most you can do as a coach.
Right, as a coach.
And to come back and win 5 more. 5 more championships. Like, that.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson is the GOAT.
Like, people used to say, like, I mean, he had Jordan and Scotty and then Shaq and Kobe, which I get.
Yeah, he did.
I get, but
Still it's a lot of teams, a lot of good teams that's been put together that hasn't done nothing. You have to be able to coach them. You got to be able to put them in the positions to score. You got to be able to mediate. And Phil was great at that.
Phil was like so much more than a coach. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, he was a coach. He was, like you said, a mediator. He was a counselor. He was, you know, he was a father figure to some of these people. He was good, man. So, I feel like this is the question that has to be asked. You know,
Talk to me.
I kind of like. I feel like even when the documentary was going on, but definitely more so since it's ended. And I've been seeing like Jordan is this, Jordan is that, but even after this documentary, it's confirmed. LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron. I've been seeing that everywhere. Like I appreciate this documentary and everything, but this confirms to me that LeBron is the greatest of all time.
Nah.
And I'm just like, wait, what? If you said Kobe, I would have been like, okay, maybe, all right, we got an argument here.
Nah.
But I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people that's watching this that's gonna feel like LeBron is the GOAT.
I ain't gonna lie, you know, the one dude said in the comments, and I'm like, he might have a point.
What'd he say?
That I was kind of in denial of it.
Of Jordan being the GOAT?
Yeah, I feel like everything was kind of just like too good to be true. Like everything was too perfect.
I mean, it's in our face, like.
But that's what it was. It was like this documentary, so I feel like everything is kind of constructed for him to just
like
be
Scotty
great.
could have made a documentary that made him look so great.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that game 6 of the Jazz, that final, that minute, that last sequence,
That confirmed.
that kind of did it for me. I'm like, man, Jordan is the GOAT, man. Whoever's saying that LeBron stuff,
A lot of people is saying it. A lot, like more people than I really thought. Like, of course, I thought it would be a few like diehard LeBron fans that that felt that way. But no, I've been seeing it a lot. I mean, but it's hard to deny it. I grew up thinking like LeBron is not a scorer. LeBron is not a shooter. And he might be number 1 all time in scoring, but he's top 15 in 3-point shooting. He's like top 5 or top 10 in assists. He gonna be top 20 or something in rebounds, like.
But it's just, I feel like it's because he does everything at a high volume. Everything is done. He's out there so much.
But he has to produce.
He's going to be number 1 in minutes by far, easily.
Yeah, for sure. But just because you out there don't mean you're producing.
No, facts. But yeah,
he has to produce. Like year in, year out, he's producing. So it's kind of hard to argue with people because it's like, if you look at stats, you can easily argue that LeBron is the greatest to ever touch a basketball.
But it's a lot more than stats.
Oh, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's hard to argue, because if we watch a Jordan game and watch a LeBron game, I feel like Jordan is just
so much
just
more
so much.
dominant.
I mean, LeBron can go out there, gets a couple windmills, a couple block, chase down blocks and everything, and he gonna end the game with 30, 10, and 10.
Yeah.
But just watching the game, just watching just the impact, just watching the moves, just watching how the defense reacts, like Jordan and Kobe is so much better than LeBron to me.
I think what makes Jordan so much better than LeBron to me is the impact that he had and how the other players around him felt about him. It was people scared of Jordan.
Yeah, nobody's scared of LeBron.
Nobody's scared of LeBron.
I mean, yeah, nobody.
I mean,
scared.
of course, some rookies come in like, oh, that's LeBron. Like,
that's LeBron.
But it was people the same age as Jordan that was fearing him. People on his team
that was fearing him.
People on his team that's fearing him. Like,
right.
they said he had a different aura about himself.
Right.
And when you like that, when you got that impact on people around you, I feel like it's no way you can say that LeBron is better than you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But I mean, it all depends on your criteria. It all depends on what you feel and how you think about basketball. You know, I will say LeBron is the best all-around player.
Let's do that. Okay. So let me know what y'all think.
Talk to us.
Talk to us. Who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan, and why? Like, give me a detailed answer why. Don't just say LeBron is better just because, or Jordan is better just because. Like, give me detail, like a detailed response on why LeBron, especially for people that think LeBron is better.
Yeah. Why
is LeBron better? And don't tell me because he can get a triple-double at will. Like, don't tell me that.
All-around player. Don't say that.
Don't say that. Like, break it down to me. Please break it down to me how LeBron is better than Jordan. I don't see it, but it's hard to argue.
And I'm getting to a point where I want to stop comparing them.
Yeah. Especially once Kobe died, like it's hard for me to compare people. But how can you not though?
Yeah, I mean it's a basketball conversation, you know.
Yeah, how can you not? It's all fun and games, especially if you're talking to some people who know basketball. Like if you don't know basketball, I don't really want to talk to you. But if you know basketball, it's fun to kind of just debate. Just talk about
point out different facts.
Exactly, something I might not know about.
Right. It's a lot that can change your mind to it. So that's why we want y'all to talk to us, man. Y'all might have some stuff that we haven't thought about, like a lot of different input on LeBron, on Jordan, you know. So talk to us in the comments, man. Let us know what y'all think.
I'm a diehard Kobe fan, and I didn't know till yesterday. My boy Rashawn Holmes, he told me yesterday that LeBron has made more threes than Kobe Bryant in their career. Like I would have thought you was crazy if you didn't back up the stats behind that, but it's true.
LeBron is 14th and Kobe is 17th.
But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. LeBron has been the man since his rookie year.
But still, if you look at that stat, like you're like, no way.
That's not possible. Kobe, like, LeBron, like the dude who shoot like this, like
dude that do this,
like come on now. Like, I don't believe that, man.
Yeah.
But it's true, man. Like LeBron's numbers don't lie. Like so I think that's why people are so quick to say that he's the GOAT because
stats.
And it's hard to argue that. Like how can you argue that? Like that's all we have proof of, like of the stats. So I get it, but I just feel like real hoopers know, man. Real hoopers know.
Real hoopers know.
Now, I'm sorry if you think LeBron's a GOAT and you a hooper. Like my bad. Don't take that the wrong way, but I'm sorry, man.
Jordan documentary was great.
It was the last dance of the last dance.
Sad it's coming to an end.
But it was good. I appreciate everybody that's been talking to us throughout these 10 episodes. You know, it was good. It was fun to talk to everybody. But stay tuned. You know, we got more stuff coming.
More videos coming.
There's
definitely gonna be some more documentaries coming. I feel like this is gonna influence a lot more to come.
It should. Like I feel like every like Hall of Fame player should all record their last dance. Should all record their last season. Like how could you not after seeing this?
Right.
Like
I don't know if everybody's gonna have this storybook.
No, of course not. Like Jordan's the GOAT. Like Jordan's, of course, is going. He paved the way for the game, and he's gonna pave the way for these Last Dance documentaries. Yeah. But it still would be fun.
Nah, for sure.
It still would be fun to see LeBron's Last Dance.
Nah,
LeBron need to start recording right now. Like he needs to start recording right now for real. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That'll do it, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button again. Subscribe to the Hen Dogs. A lot more.
Shout out to the people still watching right now, man. I appreciate all of y'all that's still watching. Y'all ain't cut us off yet, and I really appreciate y'all.
Stay tuned. That'll pretty much do it. Let's get out of here.
We out.